Prynawn da a chroeso nôl i'r channel. Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. We're back again. If you've watched my last video, we're back at Castell Cawr in Abergele, hopefully with much better weather than we had that time. It's been a couple of weeks since I was here last, and there's been a couple of changes. I can see I don't know what's happened here. Somebody's installed a very sturdy gate type thing, so I don't know what's happened to the last one, whether that one has been broken or whether somebody just decided that they needed a stronger gate. I don't know, but yeah, so yeah, the weather is obviously very better. Well, it is at the moment anyway. It started off all right last time, but yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, just over 2 weeks, a bit longer than I would have liked to before I could get out again, but the weather has been not so good here in Wales. Obviously, if you're from Wales, you'll know that, and when it has been okay, I've been stuck in work, or I've also had car troubles. So yeah, about a week and a half ago, all my lights came on in my car. ABS isn't working, traction control not working. So as much as I'd like to go on some bigger adventures, I don't think it's a very good idea that I chance it. So I thought I'd bring you back here again, and hopefully I can take you on the route that I planned to take you last time. The last time I was here, I was telling you about 75 hard and how it was just not practical the way it was going for me, because I couldn't sleep. All that water that I was trying to drink, getting up early in the mornings to fit in the second 45-minute workout, just wasn't working. So I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on how my adjusted challenge is going. And yeah, it's going pretty well. So I think I told you last time what the plan was, but the plan was for 90 days. So for September, October and November, I was going to do at least 75 minutes of working out, 90 if I could. And I've done that every day, including one 45-minute workout every single day. I've also, every single day, drank at least 2 litres of water. So that's an improvement. That's good enough for me. And I'm feeling really good about that too. It also means that I've been sleeping better. So we're going to take the same route as we did last time, and yeah, hopefully we won't have to cut it short because of the rain last time. That was a bit of fun. So, but yeah, so what else have I been doing? Well, I've been journaling every night. I've done that most nights. There've been some nights where I've just not been able to because I've had a little bit of work for my job to do late at night and just not been able to squeeze it in. I've also seen, if you've watched any of my shorts, my YouTube shorts, I've also been trying to bring in a few new habits. So I've been playing piano or drums almost every single day. I think since the 1st of September, it's now the 20th, 21st. I've missed, I think, 1, maybe 2 days where I haven't been able to play drums or the piano. But I'm also doing a thing where, because I was finding I was losing hours and hours just watching YouTube and Netflix, mainly YouTube, mainly to learn things, but I was watching it a little bit too much. So now I have a thing where most of the time, if I'm watching YouTube at home, I have to be doing either some exercise or doing some practice drumming on my practice pad. So at least I'm doing something useful whilst I'm watching some videos. That's where we came down last time, down from up there, and then came down to the bottom here, and then there's the hill. So onwards. Oh, lucky. What do we have here? Somebody has been busy. Looks like some kind of memorial bench. That's nice. What a lovely view. Gwrych Castle again over there in the distance. I won't get the drone up again this time because, well, you've seen that now through the drone. So you check out my other video if you haven't seen it. That was where we came out, just up at the top there. That's where we came out with that walk last time, and this is when it was wet, very wet. I didn't fancy coming down all this. I don't know if you can see it here. It's not too bad, but I just didn't really fancy it. Get all my stuff muddy and wet, so yeah. Some might say I was a bit of a wuss for not having a go at that, but I spotted an easier path. Why not? So yeah, the 75 hard has become a 90 hardish, and I'm proud of some of the changes that I've made and continuing to make. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about consistency, building new habits. You know, it's not important that I do everything every day. I'm trying my best just to try and instill habits, but yeah, I'm quite happy with the changes that I made, the new lifestyle choices that I'm making. And I think it's working towards a healthier, happier me. So that's what's important at the end of the day, isn't it? Oh, hello, little dude. How are you? Show us another part of you other than your bum. Hello? Hello? Hi. What have you got down there? Hello? What's down there that's so interesting, mate? Hey? What's so interesting down there? Is it food? Is it food? Bet you've been fasting a while, haven't you? Hey? Bet you've been fasting a while. Yeah, you go and have a good munch. So it was around this point where it started to go all a bit Pete Tong last time, if you remember. I had to take cover. I think I put my jacket on around about here, near the stone. We walked a bit further and the mini monsoon started. There was a deluge, and I think a little bit further up the track, I took cover under a tree. Didn't stop me from getting absolutely soaked wet through though. It's all good fun, I suppose, but I didn't feel like I could go on because it just gets a little bit steeper, a little bit more muddy, and I thought with the amount of rain that was coming down quite quickly, I couldn't end up slipping and sliding all the way back down again, so hence why I decided to abandon the trip. No such dangers today though. So I've got a few different ideas of videos I'd like to make. Obviously over the winter it depends how much I can get out, but hopefully I can get out a bit and do a few different videos. But one thing I've been toying with is, do I make videos with some of the old footage I've got? Obviously I've only just started my channel, but I did have several goes at recording even my first video, so I'm guessing that I was a lot better then when I did that first video than some of the earlier attempts. So I don't know how good the footage will be. It may require a little bit of kind of voiceover and a bit of narration work, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Should I post them? Should I post some of them if they're any good? So last time we went that way. We need to go this way. So I'm presuming that goes over the top again, but that's not the way I'm going to go. I'm going to go down this way. So came from up there and I'm going to just follow around the outside. This is the way that I know. Look at that for a view. It's not bad, is it? Peryg o syrthio. Danger for falling. Okay, so I'm sure I remember that the path went through there, but correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't look like many people have been through here recently. So I'm actually going to go back and go up there because I'm sure it'll all take me in the direction that I wanted to go. So yeah, so double back to that fork in the road and we're going to take a right, whereas you would have took a left, but I would still advise coming to have a look at this view. I know it's only a load of houses here, but it's worth it, isn't it? So yeah, we're back to our little fork in the road. We came from that way, we're going to go this way. It's not that bad, to be honest, but my experience with the camera is it doesn't really show you how steep it is. And this little section, it's got to be about 50 yards or something like that. It's pretty steep, to be fair, so yeah, make sure that you're not bad with quite steep sections, you've not got bad knees or anything like that, but I'm pretty certain that this little bit here is the top of it. And it wouldn't have been very good. I was right to turn back last time because this wouldn't have been very good with all that rain that we had. So, but that's all it is, just up to here, and then we're pretty much on the top. There we go, nice and fairly flat. Still a little bit uphill, but not too bad. So you've got a choice here. You can either go straight on through what looks very inviting. You can go right up that way. My thought is that you actually take this second right turn and go up this way. So yeah, as you can hopefully see there, we're here. There was that first right turn over there, and then there's the fork in the road. They all go to the same point. The middle one's the fastest, possibly the steepest, but anyway, that's the way I'm going to go. That's the way I've been before. Actually, I think I've been that way too. But yeah, we're going to go this way. It's a bit slippery underfoot. Yeah, it rained quite a lot yesterday. A heck of a lot. I think we had about 3 months worth of rain in one day. So it's a little bit slippy in the odd part, but in general, it's not too bad. So there you go. Castell Cawr was here, one of the many Iron Age hill forts that once stood guard over the Vale of Clwyd over 2,000 years ago. And those little mounds are all that's left of it. Oh, and by the way, did I tell you? 60 days without any nicotine. Yeah, get it. So it splits. You reach this kind of junction. I don't know if you can see that with the sun flaring on the camera, but it splits here, and in fact I recognise this tree. I don't know if you recognise this tree. Do you recognise this tree? Ugh. You recognise this tree? It's when I took cover a few weeks ago. I thought I recognised it, but I've only been here, to say, 2 or 3 times, and with all that rain, I wasn't really looking around too much, so I kind of thought I recognised this path though. So I'd taken a shortcut to here, obviously, when I bowed out last time. I also took another shortcut further down because I knew that the bit that I want to show you today wouldn't have been very safe with all the rain. So, but today it will be cool. So yeah, a bit further down, we're going to take a slightly different route, and I'll show you where I wanted to show you last time. If on any of this video you've heard any annoying beeping, by the way, it's my watch, which I've been ridiculed for many a time by certain people. You know who you are if you're watching this video. Anyway, yeah, I quite often just put the route in just in case I decide to go the wrong way, because it has been known before, and the last thing I want to do is to go an hour or so in the wrong direction, although I don't think I can do that here. But I don't particularly want to go an hour or so in the wrong direction when I need to get back for a certain time tonight. So yeah, that's what the beeping is. So I do apologise if you hear it. I've actually just passed a couple of girls just doing a bit of macro photography, which reminds me of another habit that I need to pick up again since I've been doing all these new habits and forcing myself to get used to doing those. Then there's some other things that I enjoy, such as my photography, that's just took a little bit of a back burner. It's not to say that I don't still love the photography, but at the moment, I think fitness and trying to get into the YouTube thing and getting back into music is just kind of taking over my life a bit. So that's okay. That's okay. There'll still be time for photography. Still be days when I decide to go out with my camera. But yeah, just seeing those two girls doing a bit of macro photography just reminded me, must try and get out with the camera at least once a month. If not once every couple of weeks, it'd be good. So we're getting back to the little bridge. Pericl Llythyr Serth. Don't need to translate that for you, it's there. So dim mynediad to hwnti'r point hwn. No access beyond this point. So, but here's the little bridge. I think this was on my last video. I have actually got, I think I spoke before about some old footage that I'd like to maybe put out there. I have actually got some old footage from when I was down here with my 360 camera and went down there. I would try and fly the drone down there, but A, I don't think I'm good enough pilot to get it back out, and B, it's a bit dark. I don't even know if you're getting anything on this. But yeah, it's a bit dark down there, so it's interesting to know what's down there. Obviously been excavated at some point. But yeah, that's the way we went back. We went back down that way. So yeah, so that's where the steep bit, where we came out before last time. But this is the way I normally go. It's just before the bridge, this path down here. And this is what I want to show you today. Yeah, this is the place, and it wouldn't have been much fun with all that rain. Bit of a cave up there. So yeah, as much as I am for entertainment, I think coming down here last time with all that rain, I would definitely have stacked it. Maybe something even worse if I'd have fallen down there. So, as I say, I'm all for entertainment, not really all for dying though. And to coin a phrase that is synonymous with me, with one or two people, it's rather treacherous. So yeah, I did get the drone out, by the way, back here. If the footage is any good, I'll put a little bit up, or I will have put some up. But I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you have any solution to the propeller's snapping. It's always the A propellers. There's two types of propellers on the drone. I've got a DJI Mini 3 Pro drone. It's a couple of generations old now, but there are two types of propellers, A's and B's, and I bought quite a few spares when I got the drone, and I've had a few break on me. It is always the A. I think of all the spares, the B's I've got, I think it's still on the original B propellers. It's always the A's, and it's always the little orange bit at the end. Always the little orange bit at the end. So I would really appreciate if anybody could tell me these propellers are better, or if there's any solution. I do have like little clips that hold them in and protect them, and it protects the B ones but not the A ones. I don't know why. So yeah, back there, that was the interesting bit that I wanted to show you. It's not that interesting, to be honest, just a few steps and a bit of a rocky bit and a bit of a cave, but it's a little bit more interesting than just trees, isn't it? It's something a little bit different. So I do like to find little things that are a little bit different, a little bit of variety. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. That's pretty much it, really. You know, we'll go back up this way, and then we're not too far off coming out where near that bench that I think last time I said that we would come from down that way, and we never did because we had to abandon. So but yeah, we come back this way. I think it doubles back and goes downhill a bit, and then we come out by that bench. You know, it's actually just struck me that this would actually be quite a cool mountain bike track. Maybe one to think about in the future. Yes, maybe. So yeah, so my 90-day challenge, I'm really pleased with the progress. And I hope it makes some long-lasting positive changes in my life. I know it has. And maybe I'll inspire some people to make some long-lasting positive changes in their lives. You know, if you want to make a change in your life, there's no better time to start than now. Only you can change your life positively. Don't sit around waiting for it to happen. Just do it. You know, don't let anybody question, why would you want to change? That happened to me. I thought, people have asked me, oh, why should you want to change? Well, because I want to. And if I want to change, then I can change. I've done it before, and I've done it again. So another kind of fork in the road. That's a well-defined track, but I don't think I can see where it goes on all trails. I'm pretty certain that's not the way I go. I'm pretty certain this is the way that takes us back to the car. This is, however, just show you just why I have it on my watch. My watch tells me I'm going the right way. Okay. I thought that was interesting then, but I don't think it really is. So. But yeah, this is exactly why I have it on my watch, because that tells me that I'm going the right way. Oh, and there we go. There's the bench. Near the bend. So yeah, that's the way we went, where those two people are going up with the dog, if you can see that far. And that's the way we came up, and that's the way we'll come home. And here's the bench. And there we go. I can't think of a more fitting place to finish the video. So I hope you've enjoyed joining me around Castell Cawr in Abergele near Gwrych Castle. This time, thankfully, we got all the way around. I know it wasn't that much more exciting, but I like it. It's a nice little local walk and somewhere a bit different from all the big places that you tend to see in North Wales. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything you want to chat about to do with fasting or the changes that I've made, changes you want to make, or if you just want to say hello, feel free to comment, like and subscribe on the video. Until next time, hwyl fawr, cymwch a fal. Take care.